but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago.
Hello folks, and once again, it's another Eternal Evolution episode in this Gameplay Horizon YouTube channel. Last weekend, I tested Dr.Chaos multiple times, and this hero is best mainly for PvP, and her skills are not good on some game modes, especially in the Twilight lands. The support hero Miranda, also known as Dr.Chaos, is the best support for the energy team and maybe on the hunter team later on. Getting her to immortal EX30 is good because she chose the hero with the highest attack to buff the Compound of Life passive skill. This Compound of Life will give bonus attack up to 22%, and the hero's damage increases by 20% when they are in the suspended death state, and these buffs stack together. The best lineup I've tested so far for Miranda is the energy team together with Luke, Nord, Thion and Ravenna, where you can use Poluno too for stun effects. The Compound of Life chooses Luke, which has the highest attack, which is great, and in order for Nord to have the Compound of Life buff, you need to remove Luke, which is not good, and reducing the attack of Luke is not good also. Nord Thion with a Compound of Life buff makes him more tanky in battle because as Nord increases his attack, it also increases his HP. So I decided to make Miranda to EX30 without hesitation, and because one of the logical reasons here is to eliminate res from my team and let Nord Thion use the Marauder set instead of Light Gap set without fear. Res is a necessity in every team, so in order for your team to work more efficiently like in the Galactic and Summit Arena, it would be best to use res in either Vanguard team or Summoner team. Upgrading Miranda to EX30 greatly increases her damage amplification, damage reduction, and HP. It also activates the Compound of Life to buff one additional hero with the highest attack, and that will be Nord Thion and Luke on my team. I will also Hyperevolve her since I have extra gene mutation 2 crystals so that Miranda can stay a bit longer on the battlefield. You have the option not to Hyper-Evolve her also, since we only need the Compound of Life mainly, and not her shield. There were 2 best equipment built for Miranda, and these are the Vigorous set and the Herald set with Accuracy set, provided your accuracy should be at least 150 points. I already tested the Herald set and it increases the shield effects of Miranda's ultimate skill, and it works, but for me, still Vigorous is best for her as of the moment. But after the next patch, if her Radiant Field is reworked, the Herald set will be the best equipment for her because it will cover more heroes on the battlefield. In some cases, you will not need damage reduction boots for her to increase her shield greatly. I will try this team setup using my favorite prototype called Vision Stone, and I am using Nord here using a Marauder set next to Oisa, in which Oisa will buff the defense of Nord and also can cast Crowd Control ultimate skill. Nord here has a Compound of Life buff now, in which you can determine that by the green icon beside his HP. Luke is very corrosive and can melt non-Vanguard enemies here because of the Night Curse, Defense Down debuff, the attack buff of Miranda, and the Vision Stone tandem. I am using Burst set on Luke that adds additional true damage plus lightning coming from Nord, and the further the hero, the more damage that hero can receive coming from Burst build Luke. Crit build Luke is not good here because enemies have very high defense and damage reduction, so Burst set, Surge set, or Full Attack Luke works best. Always remember that if you will test heroes, do not use res on your team, and if you can beat enemies without using res, it means that your team is very effective. Next, I will test this with the Summoner team with Leo and using EX30 Miranda. My win rate here is already 100%, and in most of my battles, when Nord dies, the 3-second death state coming from Miranda can turn tides, making Nord as an undying zombie that can cast an ultimate skill with monster damage because of the Marauder set, the death state buff that increases 20% damage, the compound of life attack buff, and the corrosive night curse of Luke. This is sometimes the big problem of Nord because he chases Leo, casting his ultimate skill backwards, but the best hero here to counter is Boar to throw Leo at the back. This next battle is what I mean by turning tides, in which this occurs more frequently even if I am using Flowing Rune and Res. I think this is the main purpose of Miranda, just to make Nord gain immunity, cast his strongest ultimate skill, and die like a sacrificial lamb. The weakness of this team is the assassin team and 50% chance to win with the tank team, and I tested this with the team with max talents Vanguards and Bailey Hudson together with EX30 nafing at 4.8 million team CP, and this team failed, and that's the time the hero res will be needed. Try to check the next videos in which this team failed, and it is okay because I am not using res. My commentary ends here, and enjoy the rest of the gameplays. Until then, thank you.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle on, I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway, and in the driveway is a nice way. Cause I grind through the climb, I ain't fighting pain. Everything a bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta put the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you want. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. We'll see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you got you can never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.